It's me again. I've been told I have to recite a poem. So now it's time for a little bit of culture. This poem was written by a lady in England. Her name is Pam Ayres, who is a local poet, raconteur and wit. And she wrote this poem called Clive the Fearless Birdman. Clive the Fearless Birdman was convinced that he could fly. At night he lay upon his bed and dreamed of soaring through the sky, of cruising through the clouds and far out into space. And he had a leather helmet and a beak stuck on his face. Now Clive the Fearless Birdman had a wife who did not care for his fly-by-night ambition of cavorting through the air. So with mocking and with ridicule, she did her best to kill it, and cruelly filled his breakfast bowl with cuttlefish and millet. But down in his old potting shed, Clive was building mighty wings out of bubble gum and sticky tape and plasticine and strings, surrounded by the feathers which had taken months to pluck. He fashioned and laboured with his boss stick, and he fashioned and he stuck. He kept on with the harness, he tried it on and moved from side to side. So wondrous was that Clive the Birdman sat and cried. So shiny were the feathers, all in silver and in black, with eider down up the front and turkey down the back. It was strapped on with a harness, buckled round his arms and throat, all made adjustable to fit the thickness of his coat. And as he went out into the street, he made the women shriek as he flapped by with his harness and his helmet and his beak. And the day came he made the announcement, the culmination of his search. He told the local papers he'd be jumping off the church. And Pete, the local grave digger, it's dirt and black as coal, says he jumps off of there, I shan't have to dig an hole. The day it came at last, when all the people came to stare, and the police held back the crowds, and all the press were there. And Clive wrote a noble speech, an address to the people, which nobody could hear, but it's windy up steeple. He stood out into the sky and flapped his wings for just a minute, high above the vicar's garden as he plummeted it. As he lay there in the cabbages without another flutter, and his beak came off his helmet and went rolling in the gutter. But now he's up in heaven. Clive the Birdman reigned supreme, flicking around from place to place without the aid of jet or steam. And if you're at the pearly gates, and it's with Clive you wish to speak, you can tell him by his harness and his helmet and his beak. Thank you.